Hi everybody. I've had a lot of requests about how I was making these bows, what this little contraption is that I'm using. So I said that I'd do a video because it's a lot easier for me to actually show you how to do these than it is to explain it in text. So what I'm using is just a little handy helper. It's called a Bow It All. It's made by Zutter. You can see Bow It All. And you can probably find that on Amazon. And I don't remember how much it is, or actually when I bought it. I've had it for a while. But it comes with these little metal spindles that you can place in certain increments. On this model, each hole is a 1/2 inch apart. So just depending on, what size you want your bows, where you're going to place these. And it also has a little ruler. It's a nice little kit. It comes with scissors and some other little gadgets. So the tricks that I'm going to show you today are how to tie a bow with printed single-side ribbon, like you see here. I'm going to show you how to keep your centers clean, like this one in my left hand versus the one on the bottom in my right hand, so you can see the difference in those bow middles there. The top one is much nicer to look at. And I'm going to show you a couple of different ways on how you can tie your bows. Let me get some twisty ties out. It's the only thing I forgot to do. I forgot to grab. So you can actually use any kind of ribbon. And the first one that I'm going to show you today is the printed ribbon with this single-sided print on it. And we're going to make sure that it's right side up. So what I like to do is I work off the spool, and this has like a little spool holder on it, so you can see it right back here, a little spool holder. If you want to cut your ribbon in lengths, that's totally your call, and just do what works best for you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to keep your ribbon with the right side or the printed side facing out the proper way for these, and we're just going to measure about 4 inches for the first tail. And what I like to do is I just like to pinch it at that 4-inch mark. And you're going to place your ribbon around the spindles with the print facing away from you, so the solid side is facing towards you, the print facing away from you. And keeping the cut edge in your left hand, you're going to take the right hand, it's coming off the spool, and you're going to simply wrap it one time around the spindles. And you're going to now take your right hand and just keep both sides pinched. You did this one in the beginning on the left. We're now going to do the one on the right. And you're going to cross them in the back. And bring your left hand over and under the bow. And change hands. So now, the piece that's coming off the spool is in your left hand, as I struggle with some of this ribbon here. And the cut edge is in your right hand, okay? In your left hand, form a C, so you can see that I've got the ribbon in my fingers, and I'm just kind of gripping it and pulling it to the left a little bit. Just form a C with your left hand. Take your right hand, go over the ribbon, through the middle, and pull that cut edge out the right side. Okay, and this is where you get the chance to finagle it a little bit. You want to make sure that the ribbon edges are now facing towards you. The printed piece is facing towards you. And at this point, I'm just going to try to get my finger in a spot here where I can push this twisty tie through in the back where we formed our knot. And it's hard to see because I can't see it actually. And we're just going to kind of fold that out of the way. So keeping this ribbon in your hands here, you're now going to wiggle it and put it in the middle as best as you can and tug it to tighten. Tug, tug, tug. Okay? So now you have your twisty tie. You've got your ribbon facing the right way. Okay. You've got your twisty tie on there, which you can now secure with another twist or two. And just kind of bend those out of the way. And now you want to cut your tails. So just pull them to the back, tight. Grab your scissors and trim. And there you go. There's your ribbon facing the correct way with the twisty tie in the back that you can now put on cake pops, cookie pops, favor bags, whatever it is that you're going to use them for. Okay? So, when we use that C knot, you can see in the back here that this actually forms. Let's see if I can find something to point with. The letter C. So, the C. Just like that. Okay, so that's the goal. And that locks these in place so that if you do tug on this to get it the way that you like, it's not going to come undone. So you can see I can tug this way, I can tug this way, and it's secure. And then you just fluff it, and you're good to go. Alright, let's do another one. Okay? Measure your ribbon. Pinch it at whatever size that you like. Printed side facing away from you. Wrap the ribbon around the spools. Okay. Pinch the other side. Cross in the back. Fold over. Go under. And switch hands. Okay. Take your cut edge, which is now on your right hand. Go over. Through the hole, and then adjust the center, adjust the tails, wiggle and tug. If you're using a twisty tie, make sure you put that in at this point, and then tighten everything. Oops, maybe if I'm in camera view, sorry about that, guys. Pull the tails to the back. And trim. And there you go. Okay? Now, the other way that I want to show you is with single-sided ribbon, because you don't really have to worry about all that little trick of wrapping it around, because this is the same on both sides. You're going to measure your width of your tail, or length of your tail, excuse me. Pinch at whatever length that you want, and you're going to put it in the back just like how we started the other one, except this time you're going to make a figure 8. Okay, and your figure 8, this back ribbon is always in the back. Okay, so this is what we want. We want one loop, so we're going to make one figure 8. And you have your left hand as your cut edge, and your right hand is the part that's coming off the spool. There we go. Okay, cross in the back. I folded it the wrong way. Okay. Cross in the back. Go under. Switch hands. So now the piece coming off of the spool is in my left hand. Form a C. The piece that is cut is in my right hand. I'm going to go over, through, out the right side. And I'm going to tug. Cut my tails. And there I have my bow. Right? So really the key for single-sided ribbon is to wrap it as a loop around the spindles versus the figure 8 such as this. Okay, So you can see how that doesn't work for that. And then remember, if you want your centers clean, you're pinching it so that you're basically folding it in half to give it that cleaner middle than what you see. So I hope you found this helpful. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to send me a message, and have a great rest of the day.